Vivek the Snake. All that and more now on Graph's Grievances. In a debate filled with shocking moments, this one really stood out. 2024 Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy not only denying climate change, but attacking his GOP opponents for not being more forceful in their denunciation of the scientific reality. Ramaswamy saying, quote, "Let us be honest as Republicans. I'm the only one on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this. The climate change agenda is a hoax." The twice Ivy League educated first-time candidate making a fool of himself by denying the fact that human activity has exacerbated the effects of climate change and is contributing to more extreme weather. According to a brand new Washington Post, University of Maryland poll, 73% of Americans, including 93% of Democrats and 55% of Republicans, agree that human activity is causing changes to the world's climate. And while there are partisan differences with respect to how the United States should address climate change, most Americans are not trying to deny reality like Ramaswamy. Americans of all political stripes are seeing more extreme weather in their own backyards, from record heat to devastating wildfires and more frequent and severe hurricanes and tropical storms. Yet the 38-year-old Ramaswamy has decided to push the ludicrous conspiracy theory that the reason Republicans are becoming more accepting of climate change is because they are, quote, bought and paid for. Bought and paid for, you say? Well, it turns out the candidate who is making money from climate change denialism is Vivek Ramaswamy. The entrepreneur's asset management firm, called Strive, explicitly markets itself as not investing with the climate in mind. And Strive's largest fund, called Drill, invests almost exclusively in oil, gas, and pipeline companies. These companies, according to the newsletter Heated, are among the world's top climate polluters, including ExxonMobil, Chevron, and ConocoPhillips. And Ramaswamy has a lot riding on the future of these climate polluting companies. He has reported more than $50 million in holdings in Strive. So when Ramaswamy falsely suggests that climate change is a hoax and alleges that other Republicans would only agree with him if they were not, quote, bought and paid for, almost the exact opposite is true. It is Ramaswamy who is bought and paid for. And he has a huge financial incentive to deny that humans, by using more and more fossil fuels, are making climate change and extreme weather worse. And that explains why Ramaswamy has also said, quote, more people are dying of bad climate change policies than they are of actual climate change. This too, of course, is entirely false and might even be laughable if the stakes were not so high. For the record, there is no evidence that green energy policies have killed anyone. Zero evidence. But there is a plethora of documentation that thousands of people a year die because of the effects of climate change. The UN concluding that extreme weather events, compounded by climate change, caused nearly 12,000 disasters and 2 million additional deaths between 1970 and 2021. Add on to that, the World Health Organization says that over the next 3 decades, an additional 250,000 deaths a year will take place because of climate change. And while Ramaswamy has proven himself to be a lying fraudster, we must take him seriously. Virtually unknown 5 months ago, Vivek the Snake has seen his stock steadily rise in the Republican primary. And just yesterday, leading 2024 Republican presidential candidate, former President Donald Trump, said he is open to choosing Ramaswamy to be his vice president. Trump showering Ramaswamy with praise, saying, quote, "He's a very, very, very intellectual person. He's got good energy." And while Ramaswamy certainly has a lot of energy, it's not good energy. It's dirty, dirty energy that poses a massive threat to the earth and all of humanity. Thank you for watching Graph's Grievances. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe and join me tomorrow for more.